guys watch me work for once. I never usually do this, but hopefully it doesn't spray everywhere. I should probably get a towel ready, but I don't, and I'm not. So I'm gonna try to prime this oil. Go slow so it doesn't spray everywhere. Hopefully everything's unclogged. Hopefully all the rocker arms get oil to them. So we'll see how this show turns out. So as you can see, I'm getting some oil. Mainly this one down here. Try not to leak all over my manifold. So taking it slow. But I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna spin this a little more, put the cover on, just keep spinning it. Then let it sit, let all that oil drain back down. Alright, so we're working here. Alright, back. I tried to film earlier. My camera died. I forgot to put it on the charger, and it's cold out, so maybe it drained it faster. So I did some work without camera. Finally put the distributor in. I really wanted to show you guys that because I hope I did it right. Basically, when I pulled it out, this is my number one cylinder here, even though I don't know if it's the HEI distributors or just the newer ones or what, but usually the one is right here. So I had stabbed it and then realized that once I grabbed my sheet, and that's why you try to write all this down whenever you pull it apart. If you just go for it, you might be wrong. I don't know. We'll see. It's still not firing, so we're still working. All the wires are in. Distributor's in, right? I hope. But I wanted to show earlier because I turned it over and the starter actually moved, which kind of surprised me. But it's still not going. I don't have gas in it. Basically, my fuel sending unit. I don't know if I filmed this the other day, but it was rock hard, solid with dried up gas in there, and I drilled it out, punched a hole in the back here, but I feel like it's probably clogged up in here and I can't get to it anyway. So I think what I'm gonna do for today is I'm gonna pull my sending unit out of my short bed, put it in here. I went and got some gas from the gas station a second ago. Throw some gas in. I'd like to get this thing started, find out if it's gonna run. I have no brakes yet, so I'm gonna keep it in park and hopefully it doesn't jump out, because then I'll be in trouble. But we'll see. Try to get it going today. Alright, see what happens. It's trying to kick, but I don't know. I feel like I need the fuel set up in there. The sitting unit in there. It's not in there, so I was just hoping it'd kick a little bit more with this carb cleaner, but it's not. So I don't know. I have to wait. I have to order that piece. I don't know. I tried O'Reilly's, but they didn't have it today, so that's where I'm at. Always waiting on things. So I might go try to mess with this trailer light wiring in the back. Maybe pull that spare tire mount off, just because I don't want anything to fall off. So I don't have a spare tire yet, but I'm gonna obviously keep all that stuff. I like to get a spare tire back there. I like how it looks. I like that I have it, but whenever you look at all of that trailer hitch setup, ooh, scary, sketchy. So maybe work on that a little bit. I have some few odds and ends. I'm trying to decide. It's supposed to be warm for the next couple days. I'm trying to decide if I'm gonna pull this windshield out and go to town on welding up a bunch of crap that I don't want to do. I also need to spray this, but the windshield's a big project, and I have to leave in a couple days to drive out to California. So I don't know if I want to get into it if I can't get the windshield back in. I don't want to be stuck tarping this thing up when I'm gone. But yeah, I tried to use the sitting unit out of my short bed, but the fitting is not right, and that one looks sketchy as can be. I don't know. They used some RTV all around it, so I don't know if it was leaking, they thought it was smelling, or if they made their own setup. Who knows? That truck has been a bag of mysteries. Not fun ones. Not like fun mysteries like find the money or gold. More like give us all your money and fix that someone fixed the wrong way a long time ago. So that's where I'm at. So I'm also trying to get rid of this stupid gas and oil and all this stuff in the back of my truck. Some cans that got deposited in my truck today. So yay, day too many. Alright, we're back. We're gonna try a different starter fluid.
Make sure I jump out of the way.
You think? Yep, go for it.
Are you ready?
Yeah. That may have been too much farther back.
That's not worse though.
Yeah. Okay. We might want to hook my charger to that. Let it charge up a little bit if you want.
I'll try one more.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll probably go chill it.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, that's.
So it seems like the timing is helping. Wish I could get that closer without falling off of it. You ready?
Yep.
That sounds worse.
Yeah. I put it closer.
Hell closer. Think that's battery?
Do what?
Do you think that's battery or timing? You know?
I think it's just not got enough gas. I mean, I think the starter fluid is more for when you have gas, but you need to get it to.
I've seen guys pour gas down in there, but
Yeah, you can try that.
Just to fill the float or the, you know.
That's the one.
The problem with that
I
is
don't want too much
it
in
just
there.
goes in liquid. It doesn't disperse into all of them
Yeah.
very easily.
I don't know. We're back to this. We'll see. I'm gonna charge this battery a little more. It's a brand new battery, but I don't want it to die. We'll try later. I might have to just wait till I have the fuel sitting. Alright, so I finished up the wiring in the back. Sorry, I got to climb down here. Finished the wiring on the taillights. I am working on the diff fluid. 0 diff fluid came out of there. It looks really clean in there though. I was happy. I thought maybe some stuff got in through the vent tube up top, but I got to clean out. Some of the stuff fell in there whenever I took the cover off, so I'm gonna clean a little bit, but it looks clean. I'm happy. Gears look good. I would expect that with low miles. And it's not, there's a little kind of surface rust in there on the spider gears, but looks good. I was a little concerned. Definitely whenever I cracked the pan and nothing came out, that was a little scary, but looks good. So now I gotta clean stuff out. Hopefully nothing sticks in there too much. Kind of sucks having this little brake line holder there because it kind of dumps there whenever I took the pan off. So try to keep it clean in there. Close that back up, reseal it with the gasket, and you never see what an inside of a differential looks like. There she is. So I do not know if that is a posi or not. And then I don't know the gearing yet. I'm going to lift it up today, spin the wheels, we'll see what happens. So looks good. I used a royal purple diff fluid. I used that on my short bed. I liked it, but I need to find out if it's posi today because there's a certain posi fluid additive you put in there, but we'll see. So I'm gonna work on this a little bit more, get this done. I'm kind of waiting on the fuel sending unit to work on the engine a little bit more, so that's what I'm doing today. Alright, got the axle jacked up. I put diff fluid back in there. Took a little less than, I think that was 2 quarts. I gotta see what I used. I used a 7590 royal purple. It doesn't have limited slip, so, but it does have additive in it already. If it did, but it doesn't. It's not limited slip, so I don't need it. So I used a little less than 2 quarts in there. I was so happy because that bolt came out easy. Everything is going okay on it for sure. The biggest problem was this stupid vent tube. I don't know, getting the bolt. I know it's probably hard to see, but way back in there, there's a vent tube that, you know, vents your diff. So air can move around. You know, it's gonna build up a lot of pressure in there. So I had wanted to unclog it, and it was hard to get up there, so I had to unbolt it. It just sucked, but I got it up on jack stands. I'm about to pull the wheels off, I think. Try to hopefully get these drums off. I want to replace these wheel cylinders, which are in there. That way my brakes work properly. These might work. I usually replace these just because I like my brakes to work fine. I don't want to put everything together and then find out these don't work. So I also, since everything sat so long, I'm sure everything's rusted up and, you know, pads aren't going to move around. There's going to be issues. So take everything apart, make sure everything's moving. I don't know. I don't feel like you should be lazy on brakes ever, so that's what I'm working on. Take these wheels off. These wheel cylinders bolt on back here, but I think you have to, I'm pretty sure you have to pull them off from the front, always. I don't totally remember on the short bed how we did it, but because I think there's your brake pads push up against the cylinder, so I don't think you can feed it through that hole. You'll see in a little bit when I get to it, but also while you're back here, I took the spare tire holder off because I don't have a spare tire for it, but I am keeping it if I ever get a spare tire, which I'm hoping to find a 6-lug wheel. Also, if you want to see how sketchy this ball hitch is, it is some scrap metal that guy found and kind of welded it to the frame. I'm also confused. I don't think my short bed has this cutout in it. I don't know if there's a long bed thing, or maybe my short bed does. I just don't remember it. But you can see how unbelievably sketchy this hitch is. It's just like scraps. Oh, I don't know what he towed. Hopefully, I mean, I'm sure it was on his farm, so it's not like it's that deadly, but super sketch. I got all the wiring, shrink wrap, or shrink tube, and taped up, and hopefully it's good. All this wire housing is all cracking, and I don't like that because it exposes the wire, so I try to clean it and tape it. It's just every time you touch it, it seems like something else is going wrong, so I don't know. That's what she looks like. If you like sketchy welds and danger, that's what this truck is about. So I'm gonna pull these wheels off. Hopefully they come off okay. Hopefully the differential's good. It's a 307 rear end. I did the tape mark, measured it. You tape your drive shaft and spin your tire around 10 times and count how many times your drive shaft rotates, and then times that by 2, and then divide it by 10 since you did it 10 times. So I got 307. Well, I got real close to that actually. I don't even know what I got, 306, but when you look it up, it says 307. So I feel pretty good about that. Should be a little better on the highway. Get my RPMs down a little bit. My other one's 373, which is fun, grippy, but this should be a little better on the highway, which is good. This can be heavier, bigger, slower. I'm gonna pull these wheels off, see what we're looking like inside. Hopefully these drums will get stuck to your brake pads real bad, so hopefully they're low abuse on the truck. Maybe they're not so stuck. We'll see. Hopefully I can get everything, PB blast everything, get everything moving. I know I seem distracted. I'm trying to listen to the C10 talk while I'm working. Try to get motivated on trucks while I work on trucks. So hopefully get these off. That way I can get my brake lines set up. That way I can bleed my brakes. That way I can get moving. I gotta leave, drive to California. So I'm trying to get as much done as I think pretty much tomorrow is probably my last day working on it for a week. So I also need to order some parts, but it's the weekend, so I can't do that. So I'm gonna order some fuel sending unit. Hopefully we'll be here whenever I get back, and turn signal. So I'll, in the little piece that goes inside your column, I need to fix that. Hopefully that's not bad. I've never actually dug into my steering column very much. That way I can run the truck when I get back. There's something else I need. I just can't think of it right now. But wheel cylinders next. That way I can bleed the brakes, get the brakes working. see how these pads are. I'm sure everything's been bad on here since it's been sitting, so I'm sure I'll probably just replace the pads, and hopefully I can clean the drums up enough that I don't have to replace those, because I'm tired of spending money on this truck. I've been throwing money at it. I would like to keep it, depending on how my money situation continues, but also if I could get a good amount out of it, I'd probably sell it and just put more money into the short bed. So, I'm gonna keep working.